viewers, welcome to my channel of Domestic Travels and Consultancy Services. It's another time and a great opportunity for us to learn something new. In this video, I'm going to share with you the reason why people travel. Why do people travel? In 2023, what are some of the reasons you want to travel? As the channel name suggests, domestic travel, you understand, it's about traveling and finding leisure and exploring the world. So we are going to look at why do people travel? Why do people travel? Why do people travel? So people travel for so many reasons and love to travel for different reasons too. They travel for so many reasons and people love to travel for so many reasons too. So in this video or in this episode, we are going to look at why people travel. Why people travel. Some people don't enjoy travel, but still they have to travel for many reasons. Yes. Some people don't like traveling or they don't enjoy, especially traveling by sea or by train or by air. They don't enjoy traveling. Reasons can involve work. Some people travel to work, they travel to visit family, they travel for health or medical treatment. People have been flying from one continent to another continent because of medical conditions. They are going for hospital, especially those in Asia and Europe and Africa. Some people exchange, even white people come back to Africa for African way to treat illness. And those in the United States and Asia also go to advanced country for serious surgical conditions. People travel for social or economic needs. People travel for social, economic, or they travel to work. People who love to travel can enjoy relaxation, new culture and foreign food. People who love to travel, they enjoy relaxation, new culture and family life or new food. If you are from Europe, during one of their weather changes, winter or summer, they travel to Africa. They travel to Africa, to the coast and tour the beaches and the seas. They travel, they taste our food here. A lot of white people normally come to Africa and taste our food and culture and relax in our natural reserves, our forests and our walkways. We have what is called Kakum National Park in Ghana. If you are a foreigner or if you are any of African country, you can visit Ghana and look at the Kakum National Park. The animals reserve or the game reserve. Let me use the proper word, the game reserve. And we have mountainous Mafajato in the Volta or the eastern part of the region. You can taste our food, fufu, bankun, kumkunte, and enjoy it. You can enjoy relaxation, new culture, foreign food, or incredible landscape different to normal surroundings. As I said, incredible landscape. When it comes to landscape, you have high mountains in Kwao, where I come from. You can visit Kwao Ridge, Mafajato, and the Akwapim mountain range. You can tour these ones and know. And we visit the Kakum National Park and Aburi Botanical Gardens, the mole game in the central region, and you can visit this animal reserve in Tema high roads and Tema motorways. You can visit all these places, and all is because of traveling. And some people enjoy motions of traveling, being on a boat. Some people go for vacation on the boat. Some people go for vacation on the boat. They enjoy the motion of the traveling. Why the boat is on the water body or the sea or the lake or the lagoon. They enjoy it, listening to cool music, and they are releasing stress. Some people in the plane, they enjoy dance in the plane. Yeah, in the plane, you have your headset. You can at the back of every seat, you have what is called the screen. The screen. You can use that one to enjoy your music while the plane is encompassing or finding its route in the sky. You are also busy listening or doing your own thing. And in the train, some people use the tunnel under the sea or under rock trains. You can join that one and enjoy yourself. You can join this ones and enjoy yourself, especially when you board the flight and it's your first time experience. When sometimes the flights you encounter some storms or the slightly changes in weather. The flight there will be a small shakings, and you feel like what's happening. It will be tossing up and down. I remember my first experience. I bought a flight and it was doing like this. And a colleague, a tribe mate was sitting beside me, touched me, said nothing will happen, so just calm down. I know how your temperature have risen. And as he said, for some few minutes, the storm changes. The flight became stable, and I was still enjoying it. And people use buses. And we have so many ways of traveling. We have the air traveling, by the airplane, and now it's amazing. People are discovering, with the help of people are discovering, and it has been there for centuries, but people have increased its adventure. That's the space travel. They use the rockets to go beyond the Earth. They go to the Mars. Elon Musk and his team, and Richard Branson, they are doing well. People now don't travel by air; they travel by space shift, not aeroplane. The fastest means of travel on this Earth now is the rockets. They use it to go to space and enjoy themselves. Elon Musk and co, and they come back. He brought the Tesla Motors introduction of Tesla chargeable cars. Doesn't use any fuel. You only need to charge it when the battery goes down. So we have the road transport, bicycle, motor cars, all uses the road, and the sea transport. That one's too. It's time consuming. You have to use the sea. The sea transport. You have to use the sea. That's by the ships and the cargo ships and the rest to ship or boarding things for cruising to the other parts. So reason why people travel are many and complex. People travel for different kinds of or different reasons, and it's complex. People travel for so many reasons, and some of these reasons are complex, and others are it's flexible also, and they are money. So we are going to dive into it. What's the benefit of travel? Why do we like to travel? What's the purpose of the point of traveling? And why should we all try to travel abroad or overseas? Now people travel for so many reasons. For even if you are not going to do that, you are going to for relaxations for a reason. You can't do anything for any. So let's look at some of this. Top reasons nowadays why people travel. What I'm going to share with you. Number one, a religious festival in Asia or any part of the world. People travel for their faith. I made mention of Asia, so let me finish with the Asia one and I will chip in with other content. People travel, if the Hindus, the Muslims, the Hindus who are in Asia with the Buddhists and the Hindus, they, whenever it's time for their festival, they, wherever part of the world they are, they go back to India and the Chinas. They go back to their country to celebrate all these things, to celebrate their culture, to celebrate themselves, to celebrate what they believe, to celebrate themselves. Yes. They go back to their country to celebrate themselves. They go back to the country to celebrate themselves. And if you are in Africa and you are a Christian and it's time for Christmas, especially if you are in Ghana, people from all over the world, sometimes they come back home and chill with their family and celebrate the birth of our Savior Christ Jesus. And our brothers and sisters who are also Muslim, when is the time for the Muslim, the pilgrims in Mecca, they go fly all the way to Saudi Arabia to perform the Hajj. So people travel because of their faith being Christians, being Buddhists, being Muslims, being Hindus, being Shiites, wherever they are, they travel to celebrate or pay homage to that occasion or festival. Another reason, and they learn a lot. They are associated with their family and friends and co. Travel to wonder at the heights of the mountains, at the huge waves of the sea. People travel to wonder. They travel to explore at the height or the apex of the mountain. People go there one day, they wake up and say, why am I here? Let me go to the mountain top and see what is there. Let me go to the mountain tops and enjoy the traveling and enjoy what is there. So they go there, they go to the mountains and explore and wonder, and they discover things at the top of the mountains. They discover things at the top of the mountains. And the huge waves of the sea. Some people dive. As people are going to the sea, people are also diving to the sea. Richard Branson also making investment to the sea. People going to this the Mars. People are also planning to go and settle in the sea, deep down the sea, where the ships and the plane have been sunk or have been going down deep. People go and make discoveries there and check so many things under the sea. But if they venture into African seas, they will find themselves in the hot pepper. African seas, our gods, we believe, our ancestors believe that the gods, the Sumatra gods of Africa, they dwell in the sea, deep sea. So you have to make some incantations and this one, but all power belongs to our Jesus Christ and Savior and His Father God. And at the long course of the rivers, people visit river canoe, they swim, they travel for exposure. At the vast compass of the ocean, as I've said, they go down to the ocean, deep seas, to explore what is there, to discover, to learn new things. At the circular motion of the stars, people go to the stars and enjoy the stars also. They go there, they enjoy the stars and the circular motion of the stars, and yet pass by themselves without wandering. And they come without missing or wondering. They pass by themselves. After all these things, they were able to come out. They bring new inventions and discoveries without wondering. Without wondering. People who are readers, who read books, who read great books, uh, they travel by the motivation of the books. Example, if you read books of Dr. or not Dr. Richard Branson, one of the business moguls in the United Kingdom, you love traveling. You love traveling a lot. In his book entitled Screw It, Let's Do It. Screw It, Let's Do It. If you get that book from Dr. Richard Branson or Mr. Richard Branson, it's a good book. It's full of adventures. So in the book, Screw It, Let's Do It, you can also read, and the people are travel because they are inspired to do so by great books, to gain understanding of why people travel and the enjoyment that is to be gained from travel. So to read great books and you like to throw yourself to travel, not just mere throwing yourself. You like to challenge yourself to travel, to get meaningful things. So read great book from Richard Branson, Kama, Dr. Dikumado, and I try to recall some of the books that have challenged me in life. We have Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you read a lot, you Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and Mr. William Armour, Developing Your Potential from one of my mentors, Mr. William Armour. You get that book, it will help you. Get that book, it will help you. And read the Holy Book, also Bible. It will help you to see yourself. It will help you to see yourself. It will help you to see yourself. At this point, let's look at some of the. If you don't have money to do, if you don't have money, for example, you cannot travel. You have vision of traveling, then you need money to embark, or not any money. You need resources. If you have private jet, you can go for tours and adventures. You can go for tours and adventures in any of the continent. In Africa, Europe, Asia, Antarctica, Australia, North America, South America, any of the continent, you can enjoy the traveling in any of the continents. But the cheapest means of transport on this world is the road transport. Everybody can afford it, and if you want to travel, is one way or the other. Is the common means ordinary people travel is by road, and the second one is by the sea. You go for canoes or ship or whatsoever from small town to another town. For instance, if you're in Ghana and you want to go to a Aflam Prince, or you have to board the canoe. In our dialects, we call it pontoon or pontoon. You have to board it, irrespective of how you know how you are good at swimming. You cannot swim to cross the Aflam River, so you have to use the pontoon to cross to the other side and enjoy your business there. And people also use motorcycle and bicycle on the roads to faster their means of work, to travel to one place or from one place to another. That's it. They use the canoes and these ones to move from the one place to another. And another one is by the by the and let me check you. Every country has its borders. So if you are a citizen of Ghana and you want to cross by land to you reach a certain limit that you have to seek permission or what we call border notes to cross to the though you are in the territorial states of Africa continent, but to enter from Ghana to leave the zone of Ghana to Nigeria zone you have to get visa or permit to enter into the territory of Nigeria. That states what you are going to do. So, so as you want to go with the sea, you have to get the navy. Navy people will chase you. You will reach a certain point that in the sea you have navy forces. They are there to make sure that no criminal people will enter into the territory of their country. So uh, you have to know it yourself. You have to know it. You have to know it and file the visa and the rest. And by the air, you have to get visa. You have to get your plane tickets. You have to get your accommodation, your reserve flight ticket to wherever destination you are going. The airport pickups and all those things are never. So you cannot just wake up and say, I have my money, I want to travel. You need permission, you need to do some basic assignment before you be given the chance to do so. People often travel because they are afraid that people travel for pleasure, and people nowadays, wait just a minute. Now, because of scientific improvement and technological advancement, space travel is now becoming so much popular. I remember in the 1940s, Neil Armstrong, American man, he was the first man to land on the moon. Now people are visiting the moon. Elon Musk and his team, Richard Branson, Virgin Galactic, and Tesla, they are all they are joining the space traveling. Now they are planning to build their houses and everything there. But one thing about the Mars is that it doesn't support life, so they have to carry oxygen, water, and food whenever they go. The food and water finish will die there. So they carry all their things and they have been going to space to live their life there. And it's the most expensive. Ordinary people cannot go there. Ordinary people cannot go there. Without it, ordinary people cannot go there. People travel for pleasure and need. People travel for pleasure and need. People have to travel for work, more location, to study or attend a family. They travel for pleasure. They go for relaxation, eat, have fun, chill with their friends and family out there. They travel for purpose and need. They go and enjoy themselves, do one or two things. Yes, they travel and go there and go. Some people travel to visit relatives and acquaintances. Their relatives who are living far away and they are having difficult in communication. Some people traveling to see them even if they are not feeling well. Some people traveling from far countries to see their relative even on their sick beds to cater for them. It's all means of traveling. It's all the means of traveling. It's part of the means of traveling. And some people travel from one continent to another continent, from Europe to Africa, Africa to Asia, Asia to Africa, Africa to Netherlands, Antarctica, North America to study. Yes, to do courses such as business administration, management studies. Normally, the people travel for studies when they are going for further education or higher education like masters and PhDs and the rest. And if you want to apply for such program, you can see me or check my video. You can get more about that. You can get more about that on this. And that's it. People travel to attend for fun. People like to travel for any kind of pleasure. People go on swimming, balloon, basketball, football. They go on even storytelling. They go on holidays to see. Some people have never even witnessed the sea before, the ocean, the lagoons. They go there and see it themselves. They go there and see it themselves. They like to see beautiful places and culture and cousins. They like to see beautiful places. People traveling to see beautiful places, the sceneries and the artists. They like to see them. They love to see all these things. Some like to try activities in different locations or visit family and friends. They like to try activities in different locations or visit family and friends. They like to visit family and friends. Some even travel to marry. I've seen an instances where people traveling from Europe to Africa, Africa to North America and South America and Australia to marry, and vice versa. They also traveling here to marry, to perform the marital rites and the needful thing, the culture. There is no short answer as to why people travel. There is no short answer as to why people travel. There is no short answer as to why people travel. If you think adventure is dangerous, try routine. If you think adventure is dangerous, there's no such answer as to why people travel. If you think adventure is dangerous, try routine. It's like a hectic leisure. It's like a hectic leisure. Very difficult. Routine, you keep on, it makes you boring. It makes you boring. So you can traveling for new experience, through yourself to new environments. You say we only grow not in our comfort zone. We grow when we are outside our comfort zone. We grow when we are outside our comfort zone. We grow when we are outside our comfort zone. We grow when we are outside our comfort zone. People grow. People to visit friends or family in other community. People visit friends or family in other communities, even if they are in the same country. You can travel You can be traveling all the way from far distance, one end to the other, in the name of visiting and reaching out to the family and friends out there. For conventional work or employment opportunities abroad, people travel for work outside. I've seen a whole lot of Chinese, Asian whites, South Korea, South American people are in Africa, and the vice versa. We also traveling. We travel back to Asia and to other parts to work. We travel back to Asia and to other parts of the world to work. So that's it. We travel to Asia and other parts to work, and it's part of it. I've seen so many people receive employment offer or job letter from other continents and they travel vice versa. You have to go and work. You have to go and work. You have to go and work. If you think adventure is for pleasure of no work or work on your own terms as digital nomads. You can also travel for pleasure, or if you are a digital nomad, you work online, you are a blogger and a writer, you do most of your activities online, you can travel anywhere, any part of the world. You can travel and enjoy the scenes. So people traveling, or they travel for the sake of digital work. They travel for the sake of digital work and enjoy themselves. Travel bloggers travel for pleasure to search future blog posts. People travel to different places to let people know what's going on, future blog posts, what they are up to. If they want to do blogging, they travel and make people know what they are doing and research so that their audience will get good content, either reading or watching them. Writers and journalists travel to get ideas and information for their work. Those who are writers and journalists, they travel to get ideas and information for their work. Minutes. Writers and journalists travel to get information for their work, to do research. Top journalists for GBC, BBC, Al Jazeera, Al Jazeera for the Arabic world, GBC for Ghana, and BBC for British and African Broadcasting Corporation, ABC for Africans, and Al Jazeera for the Arabic world. Their journalists are over, they report their work to them for the good work of their audience. People travel to escape housework by staying in hotels. People traveling, they travel to escape housework, they feel of boredom and sad. They travel and go and relax in hotel to escape the daily routines of the family, to escape the daily routines, of the family, and enjoy themselves there. and enjoy themselves. To avoid having each meals you cook, you are eating outside is cheaper. To avoid eating house meal you cook for yourself, people believe in outside world or in abroad, eating outside is cheaper than cooking in your own home. So people travel to go outside and eat in the restaurants and canteens, and they get rid of boredom. The food they are cooked once a while. If you're a man, you can take your wife and your children outside to taste outside meals. You can give your servants and other people, you can give them a break. You can give them a break and excuse them. One day you move the family outside, you eat outside before you come inside. You eat outside before you come. So they believe even cooking outside is cheaper than preparing it yourself. And there are so many outside food. You want hamburger, chicken curry, hamburger, McDonald's, KFC, and the kudu, and the rest. KFC, everything is there. So you can enjoy them. You can enjoy these things. You can enjoy KFC and the McDonald's and the rest. People traveling, or they normally travel to challenge themselves. People set goals for themselves. So once in a while they travel to break their limitation. What do you know? What country they have visited? They set example for themselves. There's another which goes like the world may not end with S here. So they explore, they leave legacy, they challenge themselves. The job I'm doing is not good. What I'm doing is not good. So they challenge themselves to find new things, to do new things and do it better. Challenge themselves and get better things to do. They challenge themselves, they move to mountains, they move to sceneries, they go here, and do better things. People also travel for business. People travel from Africa to China in search of goods and services to patronage. They bring all kinds of manufactured goods, leather, shoes, margarine, confectionaries, and biscuits and go. People import all those things from one continent to another continent. They go into business. They seek business partners outside in search of exchange of goods and services. In the olden days, people were traveling for slave trades and colonialism. People they were discovering continents. People travel from one country to another, from one continent to another, in the name of slave trade, to look for human beings to go and cultivate their uncultivated lands. The Americans and the other Asians, Europe, they were searching for people to cultivate their land. So they traveled to Africa in search and exchange of goods and services for human beings and transported them straight away to the United States and other parts of the world to till their lands for them. That's called slave trade, and it has been abolished long time ago by one of the American president, Jeff Kennedy, Jeff Kennedy. He abolishes the slave trade. During his tenure of office, he abolishes the slave trade But the black man can also do something. Can abolish the slave trade. And people travel. People travel for so many reasons. They travel for so many reasons. People 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 go for excursions, and with the help of the IT or the computer, people are the essence of traveling is reducing. People are now sitting, they're having conferences from phone, Zoom call, WhatsApp, Viber, TikTok, communication making easier, and they are seeing themselves. For a teacher, people are now teaching using their mobile phones and other devices. They are teaching using their mobile phones and other devices. Yes, technology is also helping. Technology is also helping. A lot of people are using their technological advancement. Using technology to help. And people travel to make friends and find partners. People travel to other parts of the world to make friends and find partners. People travel to look for wife, to go other continent. Some people say maybe I want my race to be black. They come to Africa and search for black people, black man or woman to marry. Others, black people say I want my next generation to be white. So they travel to look for partners for themselves so that they will get the white people in their family. There are so many ways of travel. People travel in search of greener pastures. I think upon all that we have discussed, the most top reason why people travel is to search for greener pastures. People travel to other countries to look for better life and take good care of your family. You look for better life and take good care of your family and friends and go. That's also another part of why they travel. People travel to look for family and friends and go. They travel for conferences, heads of states, and diplomatic missions, directors. They travel and they look for conferences and to discuss the betterment of their continent or country. So travel is is for them. Travel is for them. I'll continue and add more. Come. I'd like to discuss what I've said briefly and translate it into Cree, my local dialect. And video I mean, every dream, and near to plan and if I sorry or so to plan. And no one my time be really over from you'll be beneath where I can't never be our my video in the set. A damn granted and if I sorry so to plan. Na me kan sɛm bebree wɔ book nim ɔwɔ video ya ma yɛ ni deɛ di kan ne sɛ ebi mo tu kwan sɛ ɔmo ne ɔmo kɔyɛ adwuma tu kwan ɛfa ma no ne Asia, Europe, Africa, mmorɔfo nyinaa ba ha. Ebi mo nso tu kwan ɛkɔhwehwɛ ɔmo apɔmuden. Yare bi wɔ hɔ a ɛbɔ obi a ano yɛ hye ɔwɔ bibiman mu a especially bibiman titiriw mpanimfoɔ no mo ɔmo ho so kakraa bi nsɛm wɔ sika pɛ. Na ɔkɔma no ne akɔgye ayaresa ɔkɔ South Africa ɔkɔ America ɔkɔ Canada ɔkɔ Netherlands ɔkɔ na ɔgye di sɛ ayaresa papa wɔ nsɔ na yɛ ebi mo tu kwan for economic needs na mo kɔkɔ adwuma ebi mo tu kwan sɛ ɔmo betumi asesɛ ɔmo abrabɔ mu kɔdi aman foforɔ so nnuane ɔkɔpɛ nam fofoɔ ɛwɔ hɔ ebi mo nso tu kwan sɛ ɔbɛtena aeroplane mu na aeroplane no rekɔ na ɔsa na ɔgye n'ani gigigigigi entertainment ɔte nsuo so boat mu ship mu na ɔgye n'ani na n'ani agye ɛwɔ no ɔnyɛ bi da ɔpɛ sɛ ɔ experience bi ɛno nso so ka ɛkwan a ebi mo ɛma ebinom nso yɛ dɛ etu kwan no ho ɛno nso ka ɛkwan a ɛma ebinom nso tu kwan no ho nti ebinom tu kwan. Yɛhwɛ ade nti koraa mfasoɔ bɛn na ɛwɔ so sɛ ebi mo nso so etu kwan mfasoɔ bɛn koraa na ɛwɔ so ɛna yɛka sɛ ɛwɔ borɔfo kasa mu kan sɛ ebi mo tu kwan sɛ ɔyɛ kristoni ɔyɛ nkramoni sɛ ɔyɛ buddhist sɛ ɔyɛ hindus sɛ ɔyɛ atheist ɔduru sɛneɛ nafa ɔmo yɛ afahyɛ bi ɛfa ɔsom no a wasom no ho a ɔyɛ kristoni a ɔmo tumi kɔ ɔmo kɔbɔ mpaeɛ wɔ the holy walls of Israel ebi mo nso so ba ɛkɔ Saudi Arabia, Mecca for Islam, ebi mo kɔ India, Buddhist, China, Italyst, Japan, nyinaa kɔbɔ mpaeɛ na Kristofoɔ so deɛ Nyankopɔn yɛ baako. Nti nneɛma wei nyinaa ka nneɛma a ɛma afɔfoɔ tu kwan no ho, nneɛma a ɛma afɔfoɔ tu kwan no ho. Ebi mo nso tu kwan anaasɛ ɔtu kwan kɔ mmepɔ tenten paa so mmepɔ wei deɛ mate sɛ bepɔ bi wɔ ha mekɔ akɔhwɛ yɛfrɛ no leisure mekɔ akɔhwɛ bepɔ wei so nneɛma a ɛwɔ adeɛ na bepɔ wei so nwisie ba ebi mo kɔ nsuo ase tu kwan kɔhwɛ nsuo ase ɔmo de sua adeɛ na ɔmo yɛ research na ɔmo yɛ new discoveries ɛno nso ma nipa so tu kwan papa ɛno nso ma nipa tu kwan na yɛbisa sɛ obi a ɔtu kwan a ɔte plane sɛnea ɔde kan ɔhu nsoromma na n'ani agye ɔhu wei na n'ani agye ɔhu wiemhyɛn na ɔte mu na ɔsa na n'ani agye ebi mo nso deɛ no nnipa bebree na tu kwan To say ɔkenkan nwoma ɔho sɛ wate wɔ nwoma no mu sɛ wotu kwan kɔ ha ha yɛ sei, wotu kwan ɛboa, woyɛ sei ɛboa. Sɛ ɔkenkan nwoma no mu a na ɔhu a n'ani so gye. Bebree na atu kwan because wakenkan nwoma a wate ɛwɔ nwoma mu sɛ adeɛ wei bɛboa, n'ani agye, enjoyment. Ɛna mede yɛ mfa tom sɛ ɔkan ɔtwerɛfoɔ bi anaa ɔdefoɔ bi a ɔwɔ UK, ɛyɛ Queen Elizabeth kurom, King Charles no kurom hɔ a yɛfrɛ no Richard Branson. Richard Branson ɔkan ne book Screw It, Let's Do It a ɔne bɛgye wobɛpɛ sɛ wobɛtu kwan, you throw yourself out of your comfort zone. Ɛyɛ nneɛma kɛseɛ, wobɛtu kwan aboa wo ho ayɛ nneɛma kɛseɛ. Yes, ne nyinaa akwantuo na ɛde ba. People travel for pleasure and need. People have to travel for work, to move location. Go out to our say, maybe I'm a channel, Matana Mache, to say me too. No Ghana, Matana Koforobia check, no Koforobia Matana, or the channel, call Agresso, Meko Kumase, Mekoha, so two kind of move within the same geographical location, or two kind of move off the or one of to study or attend family, work or Strana Bushian for, or so me bawa Bruce holidays, yes, me cross around, me tell my home can check. Nina no only two kind. Nina only two kind. People like to travel for many kinds of pleasure. They like to see beautiful places, explore culture and cuisines. They love to see many beautiful places. Ghana, Ghana, Ghana ni awo abrocho mahada ba yo baby Akufo Dam, Aburi Botanical Gardens, your Kakum National Park, Mole Game Reserve, and more. No any monkey, me and Nanko, Mukri Mole Game Reserve, Abinebi. The Amabosi now winner in see. And they like to see beautiful places, explore culture, and unlike beautiful location or visit friends and family. As I said, we best surround for near Abusian Floor. Now for near Abusian Floor, we do ever surround for near Abusian Floor. People visit friends or family in other countries. Conventional work or employment opportunities abroad. We go and be able to make a man. No, so what to kind. No, more approach. No, so to kind. No, more approach. You don't see a sardian. You don't see a we can be said there is no short answer as to why people travel. The Moyaki to be and I didn't go to find Moyaki to be. If you think adventure is dangerous, try routine. It's letter. Or green set put to kind or how will you say or how try selling maybe be I won't say obey a boredom. Very boredom. For the purpose of no work or work on your own terms as a digital nomad. So you're a digital man, you use computer anyway, you the digital bet you to find. You're a digital man, you use computer, you know the digital or you say, or be to crack or your research capra. Be to crack or your research capra. Not a walk. Be to crack or your research capra, not walk. nso bɛtumi atu kwan akɔyɛ research. Yɛ bloggers tu kwan na akɔyɛ research. Yɛ wɔ adwuma wɔ online, nka wo pad ne wo laptop ne wei na wɔde tu kwan a ɛno nso boa ma biribiara akɔ so. Boa ma biribiara akɔ so. Ɛboa ma biribiara ɛkɔ so fanfanfanfan. Ɛboa ma biribiara akɔ so. Ɛboa ma biribiara akɔ so. Ɛboa ma biribiara akɔ so kama. Writers and journalists travel abroad to get ideas and information for their work. Writers, some atwerɛfoɔ ne journalists tu kwan ɛkɔpɛ information ma wɔn adwuma a wɔreyɛ. Wɔkɔpɛ information ma wɔn adwuma. Writers na wɔtu kwan kɔpɛ akɔyɛ. Obi wɔ hɔ a wahyɛ fie saa ɔdwene sɛ wabrɛ ahyɛ fie akyɛ tumi sɔre kɔ hotel anaasɛ akɔkɔgyebea bi ɛkɔgye n'ahɔhoɔ anaa wakɔgyegye n'ani. Tumi koraa na wakɔgyegye ne ho, akɔgyegye n'ani wɔ hɔ kakra, akɔgyegye ne kra kakra. Tumi kɔgyegye ne kra ansa na waba. Ɛno nso wɔ hɔ. Nti obi wɔ so a ɔdwene sɛ wɔdedi fie saa wabrɛ nti da koro bi na wasoa ne yere ne ne mma ne nkwadaa no nyinaa na ɔde wɔn kɔ hotel. Watu kwan na ɔde wɔn kɔ ɛna wɔn akɔdidi fanfanfa. Obi wɔ so a ne nkwadaa ama kwan a ɔtumi asoa wɔn nyinaa. Sikafoɔ no na ɔde wɔn kɔ aburokyire nkɔsua nneɛma, nkɔyɛ classes na asan de wɔn aba wɔn man mu. Ɛno nso wɔ hɔ. Ɔdwene sɛ obi wɔ so ɔdwene sɛ wodidi abɔnten a ɛka bi anim na ɔde ano wɔ fie no yɛka. Obi wɔ so a ɔse me challenge me ho na wɔn so ɔde hu afei metu kwan ma set goals na wakɔhunu deɛ ɛwɔ other country. I will travel, mekɔ other country, mekɔ ɔman foforɔ so akɔsua adeɛ. Ɛno nso ɔkɔ a akɔsua adeɛ ehu ɔman foforɔ so, ehu nea ɛkɔ, ehu nea ɛba. Ɛno nso wɔ hɔ. Ɔkɔ aman foforɔ so kɔsua adeɛ. Ɛna yɛka biribi sɛ mfonitwafoɔ, wɔn a wɔtwa mfoni yɛfrɛ wɔn photographers. Oburoni kasa wɔn se photographers. Wɔn nso wɔtu kwan ɛkɔpɛ baabi a ɛhɔ yɛ fɛ, ɛtwitwa wɔn mfoni de gye wɔn anim a wiase nyinaa hu. Obi mo nso tu kwan kɔbɔ bɔɔl, tu kwan kɔgye wɔn ani. Tournament bi rekɔ so, World Cup ne nneɛma. Bebree no ara tu kwan ɛkɔ enjoy, ɔkɔhwɛ bi. Ebi mo tu kwan kɔhwɛ bi. Ebi mo tu kwan ɛkɔ akɔpɛ nkurɔfoɔ ma wɔbɛyɛ wɔn adwuma. Ɔkenkan nkoasom, Oburoni kasa so slave trade foɔ ba Africa pɛpɛ nananom de wɔn kɔyɛ wɔn nnwuma. Bebree no ara tu kwan kɔpɛ nkurɔfoɔ. Obi tu kwan kɔfa namfoɔ, obi tu kwan kɔpɛ ɔyere ne okununom. Ne nyinaa aka ho bi. Akwantuo deɛ ɛyɛ saa nsa na abɛtu kwan hwɛ sɛ ɔman no a wokɔ mu no ɛyɛ a anaasɛ nea wokɔyɛ no dwumadie a wokɔyɛ no ɛyɛ a ɔman no ma ho kwan ansa na wakɔ. Nti sɛ woyɛ new to my channel in terms of domestic travel. Send a very uncommon because on kindly subscribe to my channel domestic travel and press notification bell no. We new video also no for our don't check for comment here. Yeah, make one a mission in a channel no. You also free there some of my kind and that was the bye bye.